Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan ball club entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they were losers their last time. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Now left side on the swing pass. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
7 yards. And it's third down.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to get him for a loss of about 3.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 15 yards on the play, first down.
The 34-yard line.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern on to punt for Tennessee. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. It was Jack Crawford who brought him down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down now. It's Robinson. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. Well, when the Jaguars wanted to throw the football, they often looked at D.D. Westbrook, who just completed that play there. 101 targets, 66 catches for both 2018 and 2019.
Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They run. Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. Unable to corral him. He fights through. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Derrick Henry. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
The ball carrier.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Here's 2nd and 8. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Derrick Henry.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
3rd and 7.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. After the penalty, it's Henry. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Just shy of the goal line. A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first-quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
The 39-yard line.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And the Jaguar.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. A gain of 6 there on first.
Bounds at the 50-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Jaguars nothing.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Henry. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Yards remaining on second down. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds right around the 20. The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jack Crawford drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. This one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Jaguars 3.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Jack. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 28.
The throw right sideline here is complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will have a Titans first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Now it's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Down at the 37-yard line.
On the ground, it's Evans. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Derrick Henry on the carry.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Henry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The quarterback taken down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Westbrook now on the return. very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He probably wants to improve how he's been playing. There's no doubt about that. But you don't want to overthink it too much and reinvent the wheel when your team's up, right?
That's so true. Because now if you're just worried about how you're playing, even though the team's winning, that's a selfish side of you that you don't want out there. And that's not what the best quarterbacks exhibit. So here's an opportunity to go ahead and guide the team, try and get better as the game goes along. But remember, your team's winning. Things are pretty good.
Yeah, can't get away, and he's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run here with Robinson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. In trouble, and he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
The Jaguars.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
That play was hard to see. One play goes wrong, and all of a sudden it's third and very long, but they have been in second and inches.
Yeah, I know you like the idea of taking a shot on second and inches, but you can't take a sack for that big of a loss.
That's the one thing you cannot do. They gave it up, and now they're way behind the chains. Good luck with this next play call.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use the bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
Up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
They'll run it again with Henry. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They have punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Pick up the 6.
Again to Henry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will have a Titans first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll go right back to Evans. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Darrington Evans.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were losers last week, dropping that game to the Indianapolis Colts. But the good news for them, they've got the lead right now and the football. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 30-yard line.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Jacksonville.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
44-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
First down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8.
Good catch there by Tyler Eifert. And Jacksonville, who needed help at the tight end position, signed him to do exactly that. Spent his first 7 years in Cincinnati, a terrific red zone threat.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They run. Robinson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Devon Hamilton on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 40.
Looking to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got Rodgers. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
Derrick Henry. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
Good for a Tennessee.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Now back to throw. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Gostkowski for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Tennessee score. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
Complete to James Robinson.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On the draw, Robinson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devon Hamilton in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Incomplete. He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Brett Kern now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
And here comes Westbrook.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Robinson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Lambo on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And the fumble recovery was an important first step, but still a huge fourth quarter hole to dig out of. Down 3 scores. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. That'll bring up second down.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
And his throw is incomplete.
The pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Back to throw here. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphries. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
It's 4th down.
Going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
At the 40.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 41-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. The 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, it's Robinson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run again here with Robinson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
On for the field goal, a 54-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good.
His kick is
and that will stretch the lead up to 13.
Jaguars 34, Titans 21.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So now the Titans down on the scoreboard, and time a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jared Wilson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And now onto the field comes the Jags offense. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Able to shake him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He dumps it off for Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
He was covered by C.J. Henry.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.